SBI Prelims Arithmetic section. Let's start from question number 31. Consider a four-digit number 9 a comma b comma 1 where a b are digits. How many such four-digit numbers are possible such that 9 is greater than a is greater than b is greater than 1? So the maximum possible value for a is 8 and the least possible number for b is 2. So between this combination, so how many such pairs are possible? We have to calculate. A is 8. A value must be more than B value and B must be more than A value. As B is greater than 1, the least possible number for B is 2. Now, in place of B, we can even write 3 also because 8 is greater than 3. 4 also possible, 5 possible, 6 possible, and then 7 possible, but not 8. You cannot write 8 in place of B because A must be greater than B. When A is 8, B should be definitely less than that. And in place of A, we can even write 7 also because 9 is greater than 7. If A is 7, B value possibilities are 6, 5, 4, 3, and then 2. And A value can be 6 also. If it is 6, B value is 5, 4, 3, 2. 5. If A is 5, B is 4, 3, 2. If it is 4, 3, 2. If A is equal to 3, then B value is 2. So that is the least combination. A is 3 and B is 2. All conditions satisfied. 9 is greater than 3 is greater than 2 is greater than 1. So how many possibilities are there? 6 plus 5 plus 4, 3, 2, 1. So sum of n natural numbers, that is n into n plus 1 by 2, 3 times 7 into 3, 21. Third option is our final answer. Next. A shopkeeper sells his goods at 20% profit. Had he purchased it for 10% less and sold it 18 rupees less, then he would have gained 30%. Find initial cost price. Initial cost price was 100% and then he was selling it at 20% profit. So selling price is equal to 120%. Had he purchased it 10% less, 10% less than previous cost price, that is 90%, and sold 18 rupees less. 18 rupees less in the sense 120% minus 18. This is cost price, this is selling price. In this particular case, there would have been a gain of 30%. Profit percentage is always calculated on cost price. So out of 90, 30% is equal to 27%. That is equal to profit. Profit meaning selling price minus cost price. 120% minus 90%, that is 30%, and then minus 18. 27 goes to other side. 3% is equal to 18. Then 1% is equal to 18 by 3. And you are asked to calculate cost price. Cost price is 100% into 100. 6 times 6 into 100, 600. Second option is our answer. A woman says, if you reverse my own age, the figures represents my husband's age. If woman age is a two-digit number xy, when you interchange it, that is going to be husband age. Of course, husband is senior to wife. Difference between our ages is 1/11 of our sum. The woman's husband ages. Yes, out of two-digit number xy comma yx, husband age is more, hence y should be more than x, which is not satisfying here, which is not satisfying here. Remaining three options satisfying that rule. If husband age is 42, wife age becomes 24. Difference is equal to 18. That must be equal to 1/11 of sum of their age, that is equal to 66. 66 by 11, that is equal to 6, but here it is 18. So this cannot be your answer. If husband age is 54, wife age becomes 45. Difference is equal to 9. Is that equal to 1/11 of sum? Yes, that is equal to 9 years. Condition satisfied according to fourth option. Hence, fourth option is our final answer. 50 liters of cocktail of vodka and lime cordial contains 32 liters of vodka. In the first round, 20 liters of cocktail is taken out and replaced by lime cordial. Now, initial vodka is 32 liters and then lime is equal to 18. Then total is 50 liters. From this 20 liters cocktail we are taking out, 20 liters is 40 percentage of 50 liters. If 40% of total quantity is going out, 40% of vodka going out, 40% of lime cordial also going out. Your question is 20 liters of cocktail is replaced by lime cordial. So 40% of vodka is going out. That's it. Remaining is 60 percentage. 60 percentage is 50% plus 10%. 16 plus 3.2, that is equal to 19.2. And every time the total component should be equal to 50 liters. Out of 50 liters, if vodka is 19.2, total question is about vodka percentage. 19.2 out of 50 liters into 100. 52 times here, 19.2 into 2, 38.4. Fifth option is our final answer. A bag contains 4 red, 7 green and then 7 blue balls. Total 7 plus 7, 14 plus 4, 18. If 3 balls are picked at random, that can be done in 18 C3 ways divided by. What is the probability that one of them is red and the two of them are blue? We need one red out of 4. That can be done in 4 C1 ways and 2 must be of blue color. There are 7 blue balls are there. Out of 7 we need 2 blue. That can be done in 7C2. So there is 4C1 4, 7C2 7 into 6 divided by 2, 18C3 18 into 17 into 16 by 3 factorial, 3 into 2 into 1. 6 3s 18, 18 gets cancelled. 4 into 2, 8. 8 2 times here. Now no more simplification, that is 7 divided by 2 into 2 4, 4 into 7 68. 7 by 68, fourth option is our answer. 4 circular cardboard pieces each of radius 7 centimeters are placed in such a way that each piece touches 2 other pieces. That means this is a circular cardboard and second one, third one and then fourth one. So these are 4 circular cardboards. Now observe this. First circle touches second and third. Second one touches first and fourth. Fourth touches second and third. Third touches first and fourth. So that is the meaning of this. Where the radius is equal to 7. This is 7 and this is also 7. Now your question is to identify the area of the space enclosed by 4 pieces. Area of the space enclosed by 4 circles is equal to this particular part. How do you calculate that? This is also radius, this is also radius. Radius, 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 radius. Now, if you observe this, this is going to be a square with the side 7 plus 7, 14, 14, 14. Square area 14 square, that is 196 minus area of the sector 1, second sector, third sector and then fourth sector. If you rearrange these sectors, this is first sector, second sector, third sector, fourth sector. I'm just rearranging these 4 sectors, which forms a circle with radius 7. Circle area is equal to pi r square, 22 by 7 into 7 into 7. 7 7 gets cancelled. 22 7 times 154. 196 minus 154, that is equal to 42 square centimeters. Second option is our answer. This area is equal to shaded area is equal to square area minus sum of 4 sectors areas. 4 sectors rearranged, then it forms a square. It forms a circle with radius 7. Answer is 42, second option. TCS and Infosys quote for a tender. On the opening day, TCS realizes the quotation are in the ratio 7:4. So 7 parts here and then 4 parts here, and hence decreases its price during negotiations to make 1 lakh lower than Infosys quote price. Infosys then realizes that the final quotes were in the ratio 3:4. That means 3 parts here and then 4 parts here. So if TCS quotation is 3 parts and Infosys quotation is 4 parts, TCS will definitely win the auction, and the quotation says their negotiation wise they made it 1 lakh lower than Infosys quote. 3 parts is 1 part lower than 4 parts, and that is equal to 1 lakh. Now your question is, what was the price at which TCS won the bid? TCS won the bid for 3 parts. If 1 part is equal to 1 lakh, 3 parts is equal to 3 lakh. So TCS won the bid for 3 lakh, which is third option. A railway passenger counts the telegraph pole on the rail road as he passes them. The telegraph poles are at a distance of 50 meters. What will be his count in 4 hours if the speed of the train is 45 km per hour? There may be two different types of questions here. First, let me solve this question. So distance covered is equal to speed into time. That is 45 into 4. 45 is in kilometer per hour, and then time is 4 hours. So distance that you get is kilometers. If you convert into meters, that is into 1000. This much distance we have, and there were telegraph poles at a distance of 50 meters. So number of poles is equal to divided by 50. 50 20 times here, 45 4 times, 180 180 20s, 3600. Now the same question, suppose apart from this information, if they say there are 2 telegraph poles at both ends in the sense beginning we have 1 pole and then ending also if there is 1 pole, then in that particular case answer should be 3600 plus 1. This must be your answer if both ends are having telegraph pole, meaning if this distance is equal to 50, for 50 meters how many poles are there? 2 poles are there. If this is what 50, then number of poles are 3, number of distances are 2. Here number of distances are 1 2 3 4, but number of poles are 5. If there are n distances, number of poles required is n plus 1, hence we are adding plus 1. This must be your answer in case if they say both ends having poles, both ends having poles erected. In that particular case answer should be plus 1, then it will be 3600 plus 1. Now for this question answer is 3600, fourth option. A can is full of paint out of which 5 liters is removed and is substituted by a thinning liquid. This process is repeated once more. Now the ratio of volume of paint to the volume of thinning liquid is 49:15. What is the capacity of the can? Suppose if 10% quantity is taken out, remaining is 90%. If 20% quantity is taken out, remaining is 80%. If 1/4 is taken out, remaining is 3/4. Suppose if 1/4 is taken out, after first repetition, there will be 3/4 of the liquid. And again after first repetition, second time if again 1/4 is taken out, remaining is equal to 3/4. 3/4 of original liquid. This is what remaining. So the point that you should observe is if the repetition is done for only one time, 3/4 to the power of 1 will come. If it is done for 2 times, 3/4 to the power of 2 will come. So if it is done for 3 times, again 3/4 of 3/4 of 3/4 of x will come. So if the repetition is n times, you will get exponent n. It may be in a percentage case or in fractional form. But here, let me calculate remaining volume of the paint. Remaining paint is equal to paint to thinning liquid ratio is 49:15. So paint is 49 parts out of total 49 plus 15, that is equal to 64. Now repetition is done for 2 times. Hence you should be able to write this number as some number to the power of 2. 49 can be written as 7 square, 64 can be written as 8 square. if the remaining paint is equal to 7/8. If it is 7/8, how much quantity is taken out? 1/8 quantity is taken out. If 1/8 quantity is taken out, which is equal to 5 liters, then total quantity is 8 into 5, that is equal to 40 liters. 40 liters, third option is our final answer. When processing flower nectar into honeybees extract, a considerable amount of water gets reduced. Of course, definitely water quantity gets reduces, but the core volume of the content remains the same. Content in the same, you can take something like pulp and then water. So anywhere in flower nectar is a combination of pulp and water, and honey bee extract also is a combination of pulp and then water. But what exactly is the difference? Percentage of water in flower nectar is different from percentage of water in honeybee extract. So how much flower nectar must be processed to yield 1 kg of honey? This is what your question. If nectar contains 50% water and the honey obtained from this nectar contains 15% water. So if there is a percentage change in water content, then what exactly is same? Pulp is same. Pulp quantity in flower nectar should be same as pulp quantity in honey. When flower nectar contains 50% water, pulp is going to be 50% in flower nectar, and that must be same as pulp in honey. Honey obtained from this nectar contains 15% water. Then pulp is equal to 85% in honey. Now flower nectar divided by honey is equal to 85 divided by 50. The simplified form is equal to 5 17 times 5 10 times. 17 parts and then 10 parts. Now come to your question. You're asked to calculate how much flower nectar must be processed to yield 1 kg of honey. Honey is equal to 10 parts. If 10 parts is equal to 1 kg, flower nectar is 17 parts. 17 parts is equal to 1.7 kg. 1.7 kg, second option is our final answer. Now approximations. 120% of 1500, 20% is 300, 120% is 1800, 42% of 2850, 10% is 285, double 570, double 1140, 2% is 1%, 28 and a half, double, that is equal to 59. Approximately 60, 1140, 60, that is equal to 1200. Is equal to 24% of x plus 2420. Plus 2420 comes to left hand side, becomes 2420 minus. Sum of both the values is equal to 3000. Then 24% is equal to 580. Then 1% is equal to 580 divided by 24. 100% is equal to into 100. 24, 2 times 48, 10 and then 0. 100 divided by 24, approximately 24. So answer should start with 2400. That is fifth option, final answer. Under 2024, if it is 2025, that can be written as 45 square. Square and under root gets cancelled into. This is 18 square. Square and under root gets cancelled plus under root of 1600, that is 40 square. Square and under root gets cancelled. 40 into root x, which is equal to 1270. 45 18 times, 20 times minus 2 times. 20 times is 900 minus 2 times is 90. 990, 810. If 810 goes to the other side, that becomes minus 810, which is equal to 460. Then root x is equal to 460 divided by 40. 0, 0 gets cancelled. This is equal to 11.5. Now, x is equal to 11.5 whole square. This must be more than 11 square, that is more than 121. 12 square is equal to 144, less than 144. So this value should be more than 121 and less than 144. Look at your option. This is the only one, 132 something. Third option is our final answer. Next. Approximately 9 percentage. 1 percentage is 78. Take it as 80. 9 percentage is 9 into 80, that is 720. So instead of 78, as you are taking 80, let me take 700 instead of 720. 890s, 980s is equal to 720, but I am taking it as 700 because instead of 78, we are taking 80. I want to reduce the number. 4884 divided by 120. 124 times 480, 84 we have, that is approximately 0. 40 times. 700 plus 40 minus 6 goes to right hand side. Right hand side we have 189.9, that is 190. Take that to left hand side. That becomes minus 190. From 740 subtract 200, add 10 later. When you subtract 200, 540 plus 10, that is equal to 550. Approximate to 550, there is only one option. 556 is our final answer. 15 times of 18. 15 times is equal to 270 into 12.5 into 14. 12.5 can be treated as 100 by 8. So I'll write this number as 270 into 14 into 100 divided by 8. This is 7 times and it is 4 times. 720 is 140. 7 7s 49. 140, 49, 189, 3 zeros divided by 4. 4 times 16, 29 we have. 29 in the sense 7 times. Answer should start with 47 something. There is only one option, 47,250. Fifth option is our final answer. This is 12 into 5, that is 60. 60 minus 7, 53. Second option is our answer. Now, from 46 onwards, we have data analysis in tabular form. Observe the data regarding number of books sold in either hardbound or paperback editions. Hardbound and paperback, two different editions are there. And also categories of books sold in fiction and non-fiction categories by 4 different shops in a particular month, January 2021. Now, the respective ratio between number of hardbound sold and then paperback sold is 2:3. So 2 parts is hardbound, 3 parts paperback. And the number of paperbacks sold out of total number of books is 600. So these are paperback. For a paperback are 3 parts. If 3 parts is equal to 600, 1 part is equal to 200, then 2 parts is equal to 400. Then total number of books sold is 1000 here. Out of 1000, 45% are fiction books. Then remaining 55% are non-fiction. Like that, we have data for 4 bookshops, that is A, B, C, D. Number of hardbound editions sold by shop B is what percent less than sold by shop D. It is about hardbound. Hardbound is about first one. 5 parts is equal to 450. 1 part is equal to 90. 3 parts is equal to 270. And then for D, 7 parts is 1400. Each part is equal to 200. 2 parts is equal to 400. Your question is what percentage less? 270 is how much less than 400? 130 less. 130 less from 400 percentage, so into 100. 2 zeros gets cancelled. 130 by 4. 4 3 times 12. 10 we have. 2 times 0.5. 32.5%. So our answer is first option, that is final answer. What is the respective ratio between number of fiction books sold by shop C and the number of non-fiction sold by shop B? Non-fiction by shop C. So first of all, you need to know how many total books are there. 3 parts is equal to 450. 1 part is equal to 150. Total books are 4 parts, that is 4 into 150. This is for shop C. And your question is about non-fiction. Fiction books are 50%, then remaining are 50%, that is non-fiction. And then for shop B also we have to calculate. 5 parts is equal to 450, each part is 90. Total we have 8 parts, that is equal to 8 into 90 into. These are total books. Out of them, 75% are fiction, non-fiction are 25%, that is divided by 25. For 2 times here, 2 into 25, 50 gets cancelled, 0, 0 gets cancelled, 3, 5 times, 3, 3 times. 5 by 3, so ratio is 5 is to 3, fifth option is our answer. Number of non-fiction sold by shop C is what percent of number of non-fiction sold by shop D? Non-fiction sold by shop C. Previous question only, for previous question we calculated 4 parts where 1 part is equal to 150. And non-fiction are 50%. This is for shop C. What percent of non-fiction from shop D? 2 parts is equal to 1400, 7 parts is equal to 1400, each part is equal to 200. Total books are 9 parts, that is 9 into 200 into. Fiction books are 60%. Your question is about non-fiction. Non-fiction is 40%. And then as you're asked to calculate percentage into 100. 53 times, 54 times, 4 gets cancelled, 0 gets cancelled. 3 times here, so that is 5 by 12 into 100. 1 by 12 in the sense 8 1 by 4%, 5 by 12 in the sense 5 into 8 1 by 5. 5 into 8 40, 1 by 4 into 5 5 by 4, which is 1 by 4. Total answer 41 1 by 4%. 41 1 by 4%, 41, sorry, 1 by 12 is 8 1 by 3%, that is equal to 5 by 3, that gives you 41 2 by 3%. 41 2 by 3, fifth option is our answer. Total number of books sold by shop B is what percentage more than that sold by shop C? B and C, total. 3 parts is equal to 450, 1 part is 90. 8 parts is equal to 8 9 times, that is 720. 4 parts is equal to 3 parts is equal to 450, 1 part is equal to 150, 4 parts 4 into 150, that is 600. Now your question is, shop B is what percent more than that sold by shop C? 720 is 120 more with respect to 600, percentage into 100. 0 gets cancelled. 120 by 6, that is equal to 20%. Fifth option is our answer. What is the average number of fictions sold by shop A and B together? It is about fiction. 3 parts is equal to 600. 1 part is 200. Total 5 parts, that is equal to 1000. Out of 1000, fiction books are 45%, that is equal to 450. And then B also. 5 parts is equal to 450. 1 part is 90. Total 8 parts, 8 into 90, 720. Out of 720, 75% are fiction. Now, this is 9 multiple, this is also 9 multiple. 9 multiple plus 9 multiple should be 9 multiple. First cannot be your answer, second may be your answer, third cannot be your answer, fourth cannot be your answer, fifth cannot be your answer. You don't have to calculate, answer is 495. So after getting 75%, again you need to take average of these two numbers. 9 multiple plus 9 multiple, sum is 9 multiple, average is also 9 multiple. 495 is our final answer. Now from 51 to 55 we have number series. So reasoning sir will take care of it. 56 onwards. What are the marks obtained by Sudhir in semester exam? Total marks obtained by Sudhir. Average marks obtained by 32 students of the class, excluding Sudhir and Samir in a semester exam, are 325. Then sum of marks obtained by 32 students is 32 into 325. So this is for all students except Sudhir and Samir. Answer cannot be done using 1 alone. If Samir and Sudhir marks are included, then the average increases by 1. Average increases by 1 in the sense that becomes 326 for how many people? 34 people. So this is all including Sudhir and then Samir. If you take difference here, we can calculate total marks obtained by Sudhir and then Samir. So 2 alone is also not sufficient. 1 and 2 together also not sufficient. Marks obtained by Samir are more than marks obtained by Sudhir by 2. Here, Samir marks and then Sudhir marks difference is equal to 2. So using 3 alone also we cannot get the answer. By using 1 and 2, we can get Sudhir marks and then Samir marks. And if you include third one also, that is difference. Using both informations, we can answer the question. So 1, 2, 3 all together are required to answer the question. All 1, 2, 3. Fourth option is our final answer. In how many days P alone can complete the work? P, Q together can complete the same work in 9 1 by 3 days. You don't have information regarding Q, so answer cannot be done. P, Q, R together can complete the work in 6 6 by 13 days. Q, R information is not there, hence 2 alone is also not sufficient. Q, R together can complete the same work in 12 days. So P is not at all there in third one, so answer cannot be done. If you use 1 and 2, whoever is extra, that is R value we can get. But your question is about P. So 1 and 2 is not sufficient. 1 and 3 is also not sufficient. 2 and 3, yes. From 2, we have P, Q, R. From that, if you subtract Q and R, definitely we can get value of P. So 2 and 3 together will give you answer. So only 2 and 3, that is fourth option is our final answer. What is the rate of interest? Simple interest on the same amount at the same rate of interest in 2 years is 13,500. Using this, what is that we can conclude? If simple interest for 2 years is 13,500, for first year that will be exactly half, which is 6,750, and even second year also that will be 6,750. Apart from this, nothing can be concluded. First alone is not sufficient to answer the question. Compound interest on the same amount for the same period and rate of interest is more than the simple interest by 1012.5. Using only second information also answer cannot be done. What is 1012.5? Difference between simple interest and compound interest for 2 years. So answer cannot be done using 2 alone. So using 2 years also that is not there. Time period is not mentioned here. They said same period, but how much is that? You don't know. Second information is not sufficient. Now, the amount invested is 45,000. Amount invested is 45,000. 3 alone is not sufficient. Now, what can be the sufficient answer? 1 and 2. If you use both 1 and 2, here as they said 2 years, same period in the sense 2 years only. Simple interest, there won't be any difference for first year. Second year compound interest is 6,750 plus extra 1012.5. What exactly is the reason for getting 1012.5 interest? That is interest on first year interest. So R value can be calculated. So 1 and 2 will give you answer. And at the same time, 1 and 3 also sufficient because simple interest is 13,500 for 2 years and principal is 45,000. When you know principal time period 2 years, simple interest 13,500, then 1 and 3 also will give you answer. But 2 and 3 will not give you answer. Why? Because same period they said. But how much is that period? That is not there in second information and third information. So answer is 1 and 2 will give you answer. 1 and 3 also will give you answer. So answer is, it has to be 1 and 2, 1 and 3. First cannot be your answer. Second is not right answer. 1 and 3. Yes, that gives you answer. All not required. 1 and 2. So 1 and 2 is sufficient and at the same time 1 and 3 also sufficient. Answer is either third option or fifth option. Both possibilities are there. But answer is definitely not first one, second one and then fourth one. Either it can be third or fifth. Both are possible. What is the cost of fencing boundary of a circular field from all sides except for the portion of length equal to half the radius which is to be left as entrance? Now the cost of fencing boundary of a circular field, this is a circular field, all sides except for a portion of length equal to half of the radius of which is to be the entrance. If the radius is equal to r, then half of that is to be left. So if this is what your entrance here, and this particular length is equal to r by 2, this particular part we have to leave it as an entrance. Now you're asked to calculate cost for the fencing. First of all, you should know how much is the area, that is length of the boundary, which is perimeter of the circle 2 pi r minus length that should be left for the entrance, which is equal to r by 2, multiplied by price here, price, that is cost here. So what exactly is required? You need to know radius or the diameter, and at the same time you also need to know the price. The area of the circular field is double the area of the square having side x. So what exactly is side x? That is not there. Cost is not there. The perimeter of the field is y meters. What exactly is the value of y? No. So 1 is not sufficient, 2 is not sufficient. Third one, cost of the fencing is given. Of course cost is given, but what exactly is the radius of the circle? We are unable to calculate. Hence answer cannot be done using all the informations. Question cannot be answered even with the information provided here. What is the length of the platform? Platform length. A 320 meters long train crosses the platform in 36 seconds. What exactly is the speed of the train? That is not mentioned. Hence first information is not sufficient. The train crosses a signal pole in 19.2 seconds. If a train crosses signal pole in 19.2 seconds, here also speed of the train is not mentioned and your platform is also not mentioned. Second information is also not sufficient. The third one, the train crosses another 300 meters long stationary train in 18 seconds. So here also platform is not mentioned. Any single information itself is not at all sufficient to answer the question. Let's use the combination. Now, if a train crosses a platform and if it is taking 36 seconds, distance covered is equal to train length plus platform length, and a train crosses signal pole in 19.2. Distance covered is equal to only length of the train. So first case and then second case, difference is equal to platform length. And to cover platform length, it is taking extra 16.8 seconds. In 16.8 seconds time, it can cross the platform. Now, to cross the train of length 320 meters, the time taken is 19.2. So in 19.2 seconds, if the train can cover 320 meters, to cover platform, it just needs 16.8 seconds. In that, how much distance it can cover? So answer can be definitely done by using first information and the second information. 1 and 2 are sufficient to answer the question. Now, if you include second and third, in second information and third information, there is no information regarding platform. Second and third will not give you answer. So you just need to verify first one and then third one. So here, if 320 meters long train crosses the platform in 36 seconds, distance covered in 36 seconds is equal to train length plus platform length. The train crosses another 300 meters long stationary train. So whatever speed that is going to maintain in first case is also the same in third case, because platform will not have any speed and the second train is stationary. When the speed is same, distance is directly proportional to time. Time taken here was 18 seconds. In 18 seconds, what exactly is the distance covered? Train length 320 plus 300, that is 620. So to cover 620 meters, if it is taking 18 seconds, with the same speed in 36 seconds, it will cover definitely exactly double, which is equal to 1240 meters. Platform length plus train length 320 is equal to 1240. Platform length can be calculated. So 1 and 3 will give you answer. 1 and 2 will give you answer. At the same time, 1 and 3 also will give you answer. So that is second option. Only 1 and either 2 or 3. Either 2 or 3. Second option is our final answer. Next, look at this 61 onwards. Distribution of number of watches sold by 8 stores in 2021. Total number 56,000. So these are sports watches and the luxury watches together. The second information is distribution of sports watches sold by 8 stores in 2021. These are sports watches. So to be frank, if you want to calculate sports watch plus luxury watches for A, B, C, D, like that, there are 8 stores. And at the same time, you are given information regarding sports watches for A, B, C. And then if you take difference here, then you will get luxury watches. Like that, you have to fill the data for 8 stores and look at the value. All these percentages must be calculated on 56,000. And all these percentages must be calculated on 32,000. It takes a lot of time. But for these type of questions, without calculating the table, still we can answer few questions in very less time. Let us see how many questions we can answer. If the number of luxury watches sold by A, D and E increased by 10, 35, 15% respectively, from 21 to 22, what was the total number of luxury watches sold by these 3 stores in 2022? So first of all, you need to know luxury watches sold by stores A, D, E. For that, you need to know 18% of 56,000 total watches sold by A, 16% of 32,000. These are sports watches. Total watches minus sports watches will give you luxury watches by store A. Like that, we have to calculate it for 3 stores, A, D and then E. And again, after that, every value must be increased by respective percentages. It takes definitely time. If this question comes in my examination, I'll hold the question. I don't do this because it takes a lot of time. Now, what is the central angle corresponding to watches sold by store B? Central angle, answer must be 9 multiple. First option, this is not 9 multiple, this is not 9 multiple, this is not 9 multiple. This is 9 multiple, it may be your answer. Fifth option is not 9 multiple. Without looking at the data, I'm able to answer the question as 39.6 degrees because 360 degrees is equal to 100%. 1% is equal to 3.6 degrees. 3.6 is 9 multiple. Answer should be 9 multiple. What is the respective ratio between total number of sports watches sold by store AB together, total number of watches sold by store CF together? That is sports watches and luxury watches. So here, observe this. AB together, sports watches. A and B together, sports watches. That is 32% of 32,000. Don't go for conversion. C and F together for total. C and F together 14 plus 8, 22%. 22% of 56,000. 3 zeros gets cancelled. 8 4 times, 8 7 times. 2 16 times 2 11 times. No more simplification. 16 4 64. 11 into 7 77. 64 by 77. 64 by 77. First option is our answer. What is the difference between average number of sports watches sold by BCGH together and average number of luxury watches sold by same stores together? Now, this can be answered with less effort. Let me tell you that. If sports watches and luxury watches together, if it is A. If sports watches is equal to B, luxury watches is equal to A minus B. Now your question is to identify difference between both. That is equal to B minus A minus B. that is minus A minus B. Minus of minus B, that is plus B. Then finally it is 2B minus A. 2B in the sense 2 times of sports minus total, that is A. If you use this logic, it won't take much time. This is for B, C, G, H. Come on, let me tell you that. B, C, G, H. 16 plus 7, 23. 23 plus 6, 23 plus 6, 29. 29 plus 12, 41. 41 percentage is 41 into 1%, that is 320. These are sports. Sports and then luxury together. B, C, G, H. Look at this. B, C, G, H. 11 plus 9, 20, 25, 39. So this is 39 percentage, 39 into 1%, that is equal to 560. You know that we have to take difference which is equal to 2 times of this, which is 80, 2 times of 320 minus 39 times of 560. This is going to be the difference. But your question is to identify average difference. Average difference, that is equal to divided by 4 is also required. Divided by 4. Take 4 common, 80 here. Take 4 common, 140, and then 4 gets cancelled. You have 0, I'll write 0. 8 into 8, 64. That is 640. 2 into 8, that is 16. Total 676 minus. We have 0, so I'll write 0. 39 times of 14. We'll write 40 times minus 1 time. 40 times of 14, 560 minus 1 time. That is equal to 546. 546. 546. 60, 60, that is 2 zeros. 67 minus 54, that is equal to 13. So 1300 is our average. 1300, third option is our answer. What is the average number of luxury watches sold by A, D, E, F, H? So luxury watches in the sense total minus sports watches. It takes time. So out of 4 questions, except first and then fifth, 61 and then 65. Apart from these 2 questions, remaining 3 questions without requiring any effort, any conversion, we were able to answer these questions. Suppose if you want to solve 61 and then 65, what exactly is required? Now look at this. You need to frame the table, and that looks like this. So look at this. Out of total sports and luxury watches in store A, conversion is required. Like that, this conversion you need to frame a table for all 8 stores together. Sports and then luxury. How are we getting that? We are able to calculate 18% and 56,000, 11% of this, 14% of 6,000, 15% of this, 20% of this. Like that, if you go for 8 conversions, you will get this table. And then sports watches. Out of 32,000, we need to calculate respective percentage values for 8 stores. Then you will get sports values. Luxury is total minus sports. 10,080 minus 5,001. 6,160 minus 5,120. If you use table, after getting 8 conversions, 16 conversions, and then 8 differences, that is 24 values are required. Then finally you can answer 61 and then 65. Only 2 marks you will get. So better for these type of questions, skip the question is the best thing that you can do in your examination. So this is the smartest way to answer the question. We are done with this paper and we'll meet in next session. Thank you.